They're ready to go.
This is a mess. Hey y'all, it is me, IAmLuhhShayy. Welcome back to my channel. Alright. I'm not finna play with y'all today. I wanted to come on here and do this quick video because I haven't been watching CNN for I don't know how many hours. And the stuff that is going on is crazy. It's like, I don't even believe what I'm looking at right now, because the fact that these people were even allowed to get this close to the Capitol steps, like even get into the Capitol, like through the barricades to the Capitol. Like the Capitol is about 12 minutes from my house, y'all. If that. I don't even think it's 12 minutes. When I say it is heavily guarded, I don't even understand. I do not understand how we got here. But yet, I mean, I understand how we got here. It's the caucasity. Anyway, sorry if y'all see me looking up. I'm looking at the TV. I got TV on. I wanted to come on here and talk about the news and how it can cause you anxiety and the things that you can do if and when the news is causing you anxiety, because stuff like this can trigger your anxiety and have you freaking out and panicking and stuff, especially for people who live like in DC and the surrounding areas, because it's so close to home and you don't know, like, are they going to come, you know, by where you live at? Like, it's a lot of stuff. It's definitely anxiety provoking. So I just wanted to come on here, talk to y'all real quick about the news and anxiety and tell y'all what y'all can do. Okay, so first things first, watching the news is probably one of the most stressful activities that you could ever do in your life, period. It's 9 times out of 10 bad news. There's not really that much good news going on, because bad news headlines bring more attention than the good news headlines. Unfortunately, that's how people are. They're more attracted to bad news. They like scandal and mess and chaos, drama, turmoil. People like all that stuff. So the negative headlines are always going to bring more people to watch. So that's why the news is more negative than it is positive, right? And you have something on the news that's happening like this, like what's going on right now. Your anxiety levels could be so high that you may just like have trouble coping, you know, with what is going on or what it is that you're feeling or how the news is making you feel. The problem is, they messing with the news people. Okay, the problem here is the feeling of uncertainty. So that feeling of uncertainty will almost always put you in a state of anxiety or a state of panic, just because when your levels of uncertainty are high, so are your anxiety levels. So when you're uncertain about something, what's the first thing that you do? You try to get as much information as you can, learn as much as you can, hence turning on the news, right? So the way that our brains work, our brains crave certainty, right? Your brain thinks that it needs that so that, or in order for it to remain in control of your body, right? So continuously watching the news, it contributes to that. And because it contributes to that, it raises your anxiety. So I'm pretty sure most of us can agree that the media a lot of times blows things out of proportion, except for in times like this where you can actually see what's going on. But even with that, and us believing that the media blows things out of proportion, we still have an urge to want to stay informed and keep continuously watching the news, because we need to know what's going on. And with that need to always need to know what's going on, or the need to always want to be informed, you're also unknowingly becoming overwhelmed with the things that are happening, or the things that you are learning and the things that you are seeing on the news right now. My anxiety was rising watching this, and I had to turn it off because I see how these people were just able to run up in the Capitol and they were fighting the police officers and hitting them and running all over them and stuff like that. We can't even say that we're gonna do that. We getting shot. That's where my anxiety was at. with this and all of this that's going on. This has been going on for a few hours now, and they just coming out here with the riot gear and just getting the National Guard and stuff to come out. So like, if that was us, they would have been out. That's where my anxiety is. Like, when you have constant exposure to negative information, it can impact your brain in a few ways. So I just wanted to come and give you guys some quick tips. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tips that I want to give y'all when there are big news things happening like this and you feel that you have to watch the news, but you also feel that your anxiety is starting to spike. These are some things that I do, because if y'all been watching me for a while, y'all know that I'm a news head. Like, I watch the news. I watch CNN. I record a few news shows at night that I sit down and watch. That's just me. And sometimes it can get overwhelming, and sometimes I do get stressed out by watching it. So these are the things that I personally do when I'm starting to feel that way from watching the news and all of the negativity.
Today,
hold on, y'all. The mayor came on.
Unpatriotic, it's wrong, and it's illegal. I have fully deployed the Metropolitan Police Department, the DC Police
These people ain't gonna
Department,
listen
to assist the U.S. Capitol.
These people ain't gonna listen to nothing my sis Muriel talking about. These people ain't listening to nothing that she's saying. They gonna be out here all night. The first tip that I have is to just take a break. Like, take a break from the news. Turn it off.
Turn them off.
The news is negative, like, period. It's negative. You don't need that type of negativity in your life constantly and continuously. You can turn it off. News, especially news like this, is inciting anger in you, feelings of hopelessness, feelings of powerlessness. It's giving you all of these feelings, and it's going to heighten your anxiety. Turn the news off. You can turn off your notifications on your phone, because if you have an iPhone, I know y'all get those Apple News notifications. You can turn that off. Stay away from social media, because it's news on social media. Or you can mute the people who are talking about the news just temporarily, so that you can take a break from it. Look at puppies, pictures of puppies. Go on Netflix and chill. That's what you can do. Second, gauge how you feel before you start watching the news. If you are calm and cool and collected before you turn the news on, cool, watch it. If you're already angry, like from reading headlines and stuff, you already angry and stressed out and feeling some type of way, don't go into the news feeling like that, because you're already at a 5, and as soon as you turn the news on, you're going to be at a 10 in 2 seconds. It's not, you don't want to start out angry and anxious already and then purposely go and heighten it. Third, recite an affirmation. I found an affirmation for watching the news. When the news gets to be too much, I found an affirmation to say. So, hold on, let me get back. The affirmation says, toxic disaster reporting has no power over me. I acknowledge what's happening. Toxic disaster reporting has no power over me. I acknowledge what's happening in the world, but I will not let it define my life. I'm going to persevere and do my part. Say that to yourself a few times. Take a few breaths. Sometimes you gotta tell yourself, like, this stuff ain't gonna kill me. I'm just watching it so that I can be informed, but it has no power. Tip number 4, find a healthy distraction. That can be going for a walk, taking a bubble bath, reading a book. Do you have a hobby? Do your hobby. What you like to do? Do it. Pet your dog. Like, do something that's healthy for you. Tip number 5, accept the things that you cannot control, and then refocus your energy on those things that you can change or that you can control. You know you can't control these folks. Focus your energy on something you can control. Like, it's 5:48. I gotta figure out what's for dinner. I can control that. Number 6, the news tends to repeat a lot of information at some point when they're not getting any new information. So when you get to the point where you are hearing repeated information, you can turn the news off. There's no need to sit there and keep hearing the same thing over and over and over again. You're just doubling up, getting mad every time you hear it all over again. Number 7, which I said already, if you turn off the news, I know, like me, I'll turn off the news, but then I'll go straight to Instagram and see the same stuff that I saw on the news. Might as well just been watching news. So you can mute, like, Oh, they arrested somebody. Oh, wow. So you can mute like CNN, MSNBC, the Shade Room, Ball Alert, because you know they gonna be posting all this stuff. You can mute them just for a temporary amount of time, so that when you're scrolling Instagram, you're not gonna see it. But in situations like this, everybody and their mama posting this, so you're gonna see it. So it'll be best for you to just stay off social media if you need to. Last but not least, realize that you are not crazy for having these feelings or for thinking like this. It's a completely normal, it's normal for you to be thinking this way or for you to be anxious and feeling this way. You're not the only person that is feeling like this. It's a natural response, especially with stuff going on like this. A few coping methods that I want to give to you guys for stuff like this. Remember your breathing. Y'all know my favorite is that 4-7-8 breathing. You breathe in through your nose for 4, hold for 7, out through your mouth for 8. You do that 3 times, your heart rate will slow down and your breathing will regulate. It's my favorite thing to do. You can use aromatherapy. I have a stress relief candle burning behind me. You can't see it. So any type of aromatherapy, you know, stress relief is aromatherapy. Stress relief is eucalyptus and mint candle. That is what I have burning. If you need some type of lavender or something, aromatherapy calms your nerves. If you need to do that, then do that. You can journal. If you watched the video I posted a few days ago, I taught you guys how to journal for mental health. If this is one of those times where you need to write down how you're feeling and get all of those thoughts out of your head and put it onto paper, you do that. And last, you can listen to some music. Any type of music that soothes you, listen to it. You can listen to any soothing sounds. Like y'all know me, I like my beach sounds. So if you need to calm down, you can turn on, instead of watching the news on TV, turn on YouTube on the TV and turn on beach sounds or rain sounds or nature or I don't know, calm. Look up anxiety soothing sounds or calm soothing sounds. There's a whole lot of them. If you have Spotify, you can look up anxiety sounds or anxiety soothing sounds or calming sounds, and they have playlists. Tidal, I got Tidal. They ain't that advanced yet. Actually, I don't know. Let me see. So I typed in anxiety and went over the playlist. I got a rain sounds playlist, music to silence your anxiety playlist. That's it. Tidal need to step their game up, but Spotify has a lot of them, and YouTube. So this video is really quick. It was just, I was watching the news and I felt, you know, I was getting stressed out. I had to turn off the news for myself at one point. I had look at me. I was getting stressed out and I had to turn off the news at one point and mute it. I had a meeting with my manager at 3 o'clock and she was like, if you're not up to it, like, I know what's going on and these matters seem more pressing than our meeting. And at first we were going to cancel it, but I was like, you know what, nope, I'm turning the TV off. Let's do it. Let's have the meeting, because it was a welcome distraction. So if that's what you got to do, hopefully you guys are staying safe. If you live here in DC, please make sure you guys are staying safe. Do not go outside till these mofos go back wherever the hell they came from, and then it don't even matter, because the next 2 weeks in DC finna be on fire, because leading up to Inauguration Day, I feel like this ain't going away at all. So remember your coping methods, remember your tips for when you're starting to feel anxious around the news. Remember, it's okay to turn it off. The news is still gonna be there. Whatever's happening right now, in 3 hours they're gonna be talking about it still, so it's okay. All right, that's all I got for y'all. Like I said, this is a real quick video, but I just want to throw this out for y'all today. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in my next video. Peace out, y'all. Bye.